It's electric. Boogie, oogie, oogie. You can do it. It's a Tesla. Electric. Boogie, oogie, oogie. Hey, what's going on, people? My camera's not blurry. That is love bug guts. They're everywhere. So I don't know what to do. Anyway, there you go. So I'm headed to Dad's because of insurance reasons, because I'm a power of attorney, because my mom's in Greece, and because my friend's in the Philippines. That all makes sense, right? Right. Anyway, it's a long drive. I really want a Tesla. I want a Tesla Model X. I'm going to start a GoFundMe, guys, okay? If you could raise $100,000 for me, I'll pick up a Model X. That should work out perfectly, right? The license plate says shares on it. That must mean he owns shares in Tesla, possibly. Or he shares his Tesla with his lover of unknown gender. Alright. Anyway, I figured this is the perfect time to tell my Puerto Rican Asian story. Whoop, whoop. Pull over that ass too fat. I saw an armadillo dead on the sidewalk this morning. And I picked up some cool stuff. Alright, Puerto Rican Asian. Another story from the pool hall. This guy starts coming to the pool hall. We start talking to each other. He starts getting to know everybody. He's trying to make friends. He used to be an ex-cop. So right away, I'm wary about the guy. Secondly, he's got a loud alpha male voice like I do. And he's one of those guys that knows things and knows stuff and will talk, but doesn't really do the research per se, because I caught him several times saying stuff that I know for a fact isn't true, and other stuff where it's opinion based, but he is insistent that what he's saying is right. But besides that, whatever. The guy was being cool. Look at that dually. Holy crap. Holy crap. Anyway, we shot around. We see each other up there. Everything's cool. I'm giving the guy the benefit of the doubt. So he bought some rings and bought some for his wife and this and that, and I gave him a beautiful discount, and everything's good and happy. And then one night, I go to the pool hall, and there's another pool player there who's a gay dude. Cool, he's a really cool guy. And I walk in, I see some new faces in the tournament. One of the kids there is an Asian kid. I'm like, all right, whatever. No big deal. And then I go to the bathroom and I see the gay pool player again, and he says, oh, I'd like to get a hold of that thing on table 1 or something of that nature. And I'm like, oh, I figure you would say something like that, you homo. You know, I call him a homo because he's a homo. Whatever, I don't care. I like vagina, you like wiener. Go for it, bro. So, whatever. Several hours go by. Now I'm sitting on the rail. I'm watching the field, watching people play. And the guy sits next to me. And we're talking, blah, blah, blah. And somehow he mentioned that his son was there. And he motioned towards the table with 2 guys playing. I go, which one? And he says, I forget what he's saying, because, I talk a lot too, and some stuff gets lost in the shuffle. I'm like, so which one, the Asian kid? He's like, no, the Puerto Rican Asian kid. And that slipped by me the first time or two. So I happened to say Asian kid again, and he says, no, not the Asian kid, the Puerto Rican Asian kid. I go, oh, my bad. And so the kid that the gay pool player was in lust after was this guy's son, who's not Asian, but he's Puerto Rican Asian. So his mother's Asian and his dad's Puerto Rican. So basically he got offended, which I did not know, that I called this kid Asian instead of referring to him as Puerto Rican Asian. I guess that's the gist of it. So this is why I hold the camera in my hand, because it's shaky. So this guy's also a big bragger. He says, "Oh yeah, my kid's down here from college, University of Florida, whatever." I go, "Cool, man, whatever." And he's like, "You know how much pee that kid gets?" He's bragging about how many females his child gets in college. I'm like, "Sure, he's a good-looking kid." I'm like, "Even one of the other pool players, one of the gay pool players thinks he's hot. He must be hot, right?" He's like, "Oh yeah, really?" Ha 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 ha. And he laughed it off and blah blah blah. And he's like, Which one, man?" I go, "This dude over here." He's like, "Oh yeah, show him, point him out." I'm like, "Dude, he's a really cool dude, man. I'm just saying, I don't mean nothing by it, right?" So nothing said that night. All is good and well. A week later, I come back. He's there. I go to shake his hand. He gives me one of these limp-wristed, "I'm mad at you" female handshakes, and starts giving me the cold shoulder. So finally, it was our turn to play in the tournament, and I have this coin with a female with boobs as heads and a female's butt as tails. So I flipped it, and I'm like, "You want A or T? You know, you want boobs or butt?" And he goes, "I ain't playing with that thing," and he flips it back at me. And I'm like, "Just break, dude, because you're acting like a female. You've been acting like a female all night. I don't know what I did to you. You got a problem with me, you say it. Just understand that you and I are not dating, and the silent treatment ain't gonna work with me. You're gonna act like a female, otherwise tell me what your issue is." So then he goes silent when I tell him that. And then 3 racks later, "You want to know what my problem is? First of all, you called my son Asian." I go, "Is he not Asian?" He goes, "No, he's Puerto Rican and Asian." I go, "Okay, so that offends him." I'm like, "Okay, did I not apologize? It was a misunderstanding." He's like, "No, you didn't." I go, "Well, what about intent?" He goes, "Intent doesn't matter." I go, "You used to be a cop and you're telling me intent doesn't matter?" I go, "Oh yeah, I hate Asian people, especially if they're Puerto Rican and Asian. If they're Puerto Rican and Asian, I deliberately call them Asians and leave out the Puerto Rican part because I hate Puerto Ricans too." I mean, what kind of idiot are you? And then he says, "And then you start that S with the gay pool player on the other side." I go, "Yeah, that's a compliment, bro." He's like, "No, that's not a compliment." I go, "Hey, if you're homophobic, that's on you." I go, "That's not on me." And then all of a sudden he got embarrassed in front of everybody because he was offended that a guy thought his son was a good-looking kid, which his son is a good-looking kid. I'm not gay. He's a young, nice tone, muscular kid with all good features. He's a good-looking kid. You don't have to be gay. It doesn't matter. The only reason you'd be offended by that is if you're a homophobe. If you can't look at another man and tell he's an attractive man, you know those guys you look at and you're like, "Man, I wish I looked like them." Those are attractive men. Did you guys just see those 2 gigantic men standing on the side of the road? Holy crap. So then he went silent. He's like, "All right, I'm done. And I kept going in on him and making him look like an idiot. So he walks away from the table, and then I end up destroying him every time we play from then on. And that's another thing. He thinks he's really good at pool. He wears a t-shirt that says, "I don't gamble, but my backer does." Bro, you've never had a backer in your life. People who talk about their pool game are the worst, bro. Anyway, there's my Puerto Rican Asian story. But my favorite part is, "You said my kid was Asian." I go, "Is he not Asian?" "No, he's Puerto Rican and Asian." You're a little biatch, bro. Alright, everyone. Man, I feel like I have to yell to get over all the road noise and stuff. I should just carry the phone in my hand. But now, you know, the parasites in Florida are trying to pass another traffic code where a cop can stop you if he deems you're distracted in any way, shape, or form. Hey, bro, the reason I stopped you is because you look like you were blogging about police. You look like one of them sovereign citizens who obeys the law and doesn't bother anybody that we must use violence against. All right, everyone. Thanks for watching. There goes 10 minutes into an hour and a half drive. Peace, tranquility, subscribe. Watch my crappy videos, not just my cop videos. I love you guys. Bye.